One of my favorite team leadership analogies is that of the jazz band leader versus the orchestra leader or conductor. And yes, there are environments where you do need the conductor style of leadership, but it very seldom carries all the way through to the deeper stages of high performing teams, where teams have gone through the basics and at the end a very different style of leadership is required. And you may be surprised to know even in military environments they want to get away from the orchestra style leader to a different kind of a leader, a jazz band leader. Because you see, what happens in a jazz band is intriguing. Let's explore. So our quote comes from Philip Schlechty, and he says, shared leadership is less like an orchestra where the conductor is always in charge and more like a jazz band where leadership is passed around. Now, this is a fascinating topic for me, and what we see is in high-performing teams, different people lead at different times. And so you see, for example, how an area of expertise, it's the right person to lead. That is their expertise. In another area, it's somebody else's expertise. And that's the kind of shared leadership that we're looking for. We can share roles where one person can always be the flag bearer for a particular issue, and that is a kind of leadership. Where one person maybe is the ideal person to run the meeting, it might not always be the team leader. Because you see, that's what happens in a jazz band, is that everybody is playing off each other and off each other's strengths. So maybe at some point there's just this intuitive thing of somebody stepping up and playing their instrument, and at that point they are leading and the others are following, and then somebody else will step up and the others will follow, and that way we get to real synergy. 1 + 1 is 11, where we can see this almost explosive power of that kind of leadership, and that is the optimal for high performing teams, and where we can play off each other, we can be very aware, we can know what's happening in the moment, and it's not all predefined. The idea that our plans can be static and we can have pre-planned everything is so outdated. We live in a world of such incredible change that we need teams that can adapt no matter what happens, teams that are conscious, aware of the situation, continually improving. That is conscious teaming. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. You will then get regular conscious leadership updates in your YouTube feed.